Our next guest is a teenager with a fascinating hobby. Nothing gives 15-year-old Matthew Locke more satisfaction than sitting in his garden shed surrounded by his collection of vacuum cleaners.
Matthew's been collecting the household appliances since the age of 4, says he's the largest vacuum cleaner reviewer online. Joins us now alongside his dad, Richard, and some of his amazing collection. And this is not just a collection. We'll get into this in just a moment because you do so much more than that. What was it about the vacuum cleaner?
So, since I was really young, 2 or 3, my nan used to come round and look after me while mum and dad were in work, and she used to clean up, help tidy up, and I used to like helping her out. And I loved doing the vacuuming. I found it very satisfying and enjoyable. So when we came to getting a new vacuum cleaner, that's when my interest really began. I started looking into all the different models. This is at the age of 5 or 6.
Wow.
And I chose that we were going to get a new Henry, partly because of the face. And from there, it began to snowball. And now I've got over 150 vacuum cleaners.
I mean, these were, you know, for your 13th birthday party, you went to the Henry Vacuum Cleaner factory, you were getting these as Christmas presents, and then you started to help around the house, and you were very sort of technical when it came to sort of the mechanics of these things as well, so it's not just the visual and how you use them.
Yeah, absolutely. So for my party, as you said, I went to the Henry factory where I had a full tour, went around, looked at all the production of the vacuum cleaner, and I was just so interested in how it was made and why it worked that way. And that's what really inspired me to do my repairs and reviews and look at more into the vacuum than just it cleaning up.
So you started taking them apart. How do they work? You know, I suppose, what can you fix as well if something breaks down? And that, as you say, turned into something of a business.
Yeah, definitely, because after I'd taken one apart, which was my friend's nan's, I helped her service it, clean it up, and she said it worked better than new. It kind of became a bit addictive to help people out, fix them, because they're not cheap vacuums anymore. You can spend £500, £600, when the fixes can be as easy as just washing your filter or unblocking it, which will cost someone next to nothing.
You found a diamond in one, didn't you?
Yeah, when I was servicing it at a friend's house, she said it was rattling and jamming. So when I took it apart, I found there was a diamond lodged between the belt and the motor, which caused the noise.
And that come out of her ring?
Yeah, and it was reunited with her that had been lost for years.
Wow, that's amazing. So, Richard, you know, he must be pretty handy to have around the house.
I mean, an incredible young engineer, yeah. He's, you know, there's nothing he can't fix when it comes to these things. Yeah. It's incredible how quick he picks up what actually is the problem. Yeah. Fault finds, and just incredible.
Well, you've gone one step further because, as you say, you know, you do reviews. Now you know, you clearly know what you're talking about, so you're the best person to do this. And you started on YouTube, and it's become incredibly popular. Why do you think people are so fascinated, really?
Well, as you can see, there is so many different vacuums around us at the moment. And if you're to walk into a shop and try and choose a new one, it's so daunting trying to choose one. All the different makes are claiming different things. And people were coming to me so disappointed with their current vacuum, and it would be because they chose the wrong one. So that's why I started up the Vac Mat, which is where I review them all, test them all, and I do free, impartial and scientific lab tests where I weigh dirt before I put it down, weigh it when it's been vacuumed up, to see what one really is the best, and just give a clear answer to help people out. And most of the people I help are incredibly happy with their
I'm sure.
I bet.
But you read the lab tests, you do all your research. That companies now come to you to test, to see what you think of their new vacuum cleaners.
Yes, I'm working with a lot of companies. When they release a new vacuum, I help them to get it off the ground. It doesn't matter if I've been sent it or not. I'll always be impartial. And if a vacuum isn't any good, I'll call it out for what it is, because I wouldn't want to spend money and be kind of tricked into buying something rubbish.
Yeah.
But I also test pre-production models before they're brought out, because the companies know if it passes my test, it's going to be good enough for anyone else.
I love you. You're amazing. You've got 150 vacuums so far. Some of your favourites that you put in here today, I know there's one that you really want that you haven't got.
Yes.
And what is that?
It's a Rotork Cyclone, otherwise known as a Dyson G-Force.
And what is that?
It was Dyson's first model, and it was made by Zanussi, actually. Before Mr Dyson could get his business off the ground himself, he went to Zanussi. And they made it and sold it at shows, but they're incredibly rare at the moment.
Right,
Only about 500 were sold, and about 15 are still in use now.
Oh, OK.
So talk us through some of the ones that you have got here. You've got a vintage one, haven't you?
So I've got the vintage Hoover Constellation here.
I love that one.
So this one was really iconic because it doesn't have any wheels. It actually floats on air like a satellite.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. So
why don't they do that now?
I know. But it's just a great machine, and it's really interesting how these ideas were brought along. And the early ideas of the Hoover Junior, with the beats as it sweeps, as it cleans motion on the brush roll, are actually still used nowadays in vacuums like these. And you can actually see all of my top pick machines, which are just here.
Oh, these are your favourites?
Yes.
I was going to ask you that. What's the best one?
So a good vacuum is suited for different homes, but different homes.
OK, I'm heavy-handed. I get through a lot of vacuums. I've got a cat, and my daughter is allergic to the cat, so I need to get all the fur up.
Definitely the Sebo X7. Now, this has got...
I mean, it's got my name written all over it.
It's got
hospital-grade
filtration. It's a very good quality machine. It comes with a 5-year warranty, and it automatically adjusts to what you're picking up. So the computer makes sure you're getting the most power for every floor.
Is that one of those HEPA
Where do I sign?
filtration systems?
It's a step above HEPA, actually.
Is
it's
it?
hospital S-class. So this is what they use in hospitals where people have weak immune systems.
Right. And what's next to that?
I actually got quite excited then when he was talking about
The Swan.
So next to that,
is
we've
incredible.
got the G-Tech behind it and the Swan next to it. The Swan's a really good budget option. It's around £69, but it comes with a 2-year warranty. It also has HEPA filters, and it comes best on test in its price range for pet hair. And the G-Tech, which is just behind it, is another great option, especially at
With the green handle.
Yeah, especially at £199 for what you get. It's great value and a really good machine.
Will you come back and do a review for us? You know, as the new ones come out. Will you come and do
absolutely.
Yeah, we'd like you on our team.
We
Yeah.
So if
would.
you
We
wouldn't
would. You're
mind.
amazing. You've blown our minds here today.
Got a present for you. It's not the one that you wanted, you know, the special one, but it is a complete and absolute one-off.
Wow.
And this is the
Wow.
the Holly Hoover.
This
There
is
you
not
go.
one that I've broken. I think it does actually work.
There's only one of them. There you
It's
go.
an absolute exclusive.
There you go. There you go.
No one's got one of those.
Thank you very much. You must be so proud of him.
Oh, he's incredible. It's just from what he's gone through in terms of the different stages, and now to take on marketing and that side of things and growing his social media presence is just incredible.
There's no question that you are eventually going to be worth a fortune, which would be great for you both.
Yeah, I'd love to retire on the back of it.
Well, we'll see you
Thank you
soon
very
then.
much.
See you soon.